Alright, you guys, the next thing I'm going to teach you is developing your visualization ability. Okay? So, with telekinesis, visualization is a very, very useful tool, and a lot of people have a hard time with visualization because they wonder whether they're doing it or not, or if they're doing it right, or if it's even working, all that kind of stuff. And there's so many different ways to visualize. There's so many ways you can use visualization. You can use visualization to do so many different kinds of visualizations that all have different effects. Okay, so visualization is a very powerful tool for telekinesis. Using it, there's more than one way. And there's many ways also to develop your visualization skill. But I'm going to give you an exercise in this video that will help you learn to do your visualization work. Again, you can only spend a minute a day doing this. You can do it right after the developing your awareness training. You can go right into this exercise, but I also recommend doing this for 5 minutes. And again, you can do it for longer. 10-15 minutes is fine. This one, unlike the awareness developing, you could spend all day doing this. Okay, there's no end to visualizing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do again is sit comfortably on the edge of the chair. Okay, your feet flat on the ground, spine straight, head pulled up, shoulders relaxed, eyes closed. And then what I want you to do is start visualizing numbers 1 through 10 like it's on a chalkboard, and you put the first number 1 and then you erase it, and you put number 2 and you erase it, and 3 and you erase it, and 4 and you erase it, 5 erase it, 6, so on to 10. Okay, now after you've done that, I also want you to do it with hearing you count. So do it in a way that the first time you do it, you don't hear the sound, you just want to see the image. And then do it again, this time being like 1, 2, 3. Now, this is going to develop both your auditory imagination and your visual imagination, which go hand in hand. Because with telekinesis, believe it or not, also trying to hear the sound helps the visualization be more believable and give it power when you use it. Okay, so you can do this technique, and again, this only takes a minute. You can go to 10, you can go to 100, you can do as much as you want. If you don't like numbers, you can do letters, and that's fine too. Okay, now if you want to get a little bit more challenging, you can do objects. What I mean by objects, like triangles, squares, and diamonds, and spheres. You can make it more challenging by imagining them different colors. So make a cube and make it blue, then make it turn green, then make it turn yellow, and so on and so on. And you could also do that with the numbers and letters as well. So now you're playing with shapes, you're playing with colors with your imagination, and you're seeing these in your mind. The letters and the numbers should be the easiest to see. The shapes should be the second easiest to see. Now, the third thing, the most advanced kind of visualization practice you can do is to visualize real things, and those are the most difficult, right? So like a tree or a cat or an apple, try to visualize it and see the details, observe the color, actually touch it with your mind, your mind's touch. Okay, feel the texture of it. Is it smooth, is it rough, is it moist, is it cold, is it warm? Get into make your visualization deep like this, because the more realistic you get at being able to create visualizations, the more powerful they will be when you want to use them for your telekinesis. Okay, So then when you're done, you want to come back to the room with your awareness while your eyes are still closed. And then you want to wiggle your fingers and toes and gently open your eyes. Okay, so you're gonna pick whatever kind of visualization works best for you. You can make up your own. You can go and visualize a beautiful blue sky, and you want to see, birds flying across. You want to watch a cloud go out into the distance. You can do all these kind of different things with your mind. The goal is, though, to practice visualizing. And since a lot of people have a hard time understanding whether they're visualizing or not, if you do this practice, you will clearly see whether you're making numbers in your minds or not. And you'll clearly start understanding with daily practice that, they'll get clearer and clearer, and that they're really there for you to see. And then you're like, wow, I'm actually creating that number and seeing it, or that letter or that object and seeing it. And it'll become eventually as real to you as everything in your everyday life. All right? So remember, practice that every day. Right after the developing awareness, practice developing your visualization. Spend at least 1 minute. I recommend 5. You can do longer. Just do it daily. Again, within a month or two, you'll start seeing that your visualization strength becomes very strong, and it's very easy to do. All right? Thank you, and see you in the next video.